Welcome back to Whodunit at the Winery. And in this episode, we're going to talk about the murder. We're going to talk about the murder and the person who was killed, the victim. So, when I walked into this winery, like I said, it was absolutely stunning. You know, windows all around, and we had a glass of wine and we had a little something to eat. And as I'm looking around, I'm thinking, gosh, I really want to kill somebody in here. But of course, I didn't mean literally. I just meant in a book. I wanted to kill somebody in a book in this winery. So I was trying to think of different ways that people would die in a winery. I mean, obviously, there's poisoning. And then in this particular winery, I was thinking, well, gosh, somebody could push somebody over the railing and have them topple down to the street and a big, ugly puddle of goo. But then I thought, with all the windows, somebody would see that happening, poisoning. So I decided that my suspect was going to be crushed by wine barrels. Now, in order for this to happen, I had to take Sam and Jordan to a special place in the winery where the wine barrels would be stored. And so I gave them a special tour of the winery. Now, I did not get a special tour. I am not famous like Sam. So she gets the special tour because she's recognized by the girl, the girl who does the tour guide. So she gets the special tour. And she takes her down to this fictional basement where some of the wine barrels that are stacked, getting ready to be used, they fall and they land on our victim, whose name is Penelope. Now, Penelope, Sam is obviously very, very distraught about this. Number one, because Penelope seemed like such a sweet girl, just such a nice girl. And number two, somebody has died in front of her. And number three, her and Jordan are the only people in this basement. And they're immediately worried that people are going to think that they are the killers. So, obviously they're not, but they're very concerned about it. And the thing about sweet little Penelope that you will discover in the book is that sweet little Penelope wasn't all that sweet. She did put on a good game face for Sam. She was a huge fan. And she did put on a good game face for her, but she wasn't that sweet. She had a lot of people who hated her and a lot of good reasons why somebody would want to kill her. Not a nice person. So, but one thing that Jordan is worried about after the barrels come down is Sam upset a lot of people when she came into town. She upset two people pretty well when she came into town. I'm not going to tell you how she did that, but I am going to say that there were two people who were very angry with Sam after she rolled into town. And so Jordan actually wonders if those barrels were meant for Sam. So was somebody trying to kill Sam and they accidentally killed Penelope? Or were the barrels actually meant for Penelope? So that was the first mystery that needs to be figured out. So now you know the murder. Now you know the chaos that's kind of involved around it. In the next video, we're going to talk about the suspects. And as I said before, you are going to walk away from this not knowing who the killer is. I'm just giving you a deep dive into the making of this book. So, next up is suspects. Who pushed the barrels in Whodunit in the Winery?